Okay, I'm going to share screen with you. I'm clicking on the screen. It is 2:31 a.m., July 1st, 2025. This is a consensual record of Mystic Gwen pursuant to the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Be advised I'm not employed by the FBI. I've just been authorized to state I am an informant. If this live stream ends for any reason without me orally and explicitly telling you that time, then be aware that I didn't end it. The domestic terrorist upstairs did. Normally, I would go through here and start removing all of these. I already, in order to uw.youtube.com because it wasn't allowing it to initiate. But I am actually going to do this first, and that is I'm going to start a spare live stream. And I'm going to open up the control room of this live stream as well, and of the spare live stream. And then we'll go over everything that you need to know, which you can read preemptively if you would like to on the video section of this channel. Right next to where the videos are, there's an option to click on post and read the post. It was posted more than 35 minutes ago, but this page hasn't been refreshed. Did that? I'm having the same. No. Okay, it's going to allow me to initiate it, perhaps. No, not. So we'll go in here and we'll clear out their stuff under Studio YouTube, and then that should initiate the live stream. Or not. There we go. Okay, this is a second live stream, a spare. It's going to kick off. There should be a timer here on the left, and there's not. There's a timer. Okay, it is 2:05 a.m. PST, July 1st, 2025. This is a spare live stream that I'm hoping to run concurrent with this one, which already has a screen share on it. In the bottom corner, you can still see in my living room all of the criminal cookies are initiate the live streams, which were listed under google.com, the NID cookie, youtube.com, AppSid, consistency, HSID, login info, pref, SAPI SID, CC, SSID, all these. www.youtube.com, which they've used to make 4 different partitions repeatedly. And as you can see in the left, they're already actively attempting to terminate this live stream. So preemptively, we're going to go here, just start blocking these already, I guess. Okay. Let's be quick because they might have done the same thing to the original one. Block this. I did want the control room to be open because I don't know that these will continue to record without the control room open. Also, in the prior live stream, they weren't able to end, although they were actively attempting to terminate it. I turned off the chat function because it suggested on here with some of the cookies I kept having to remove that they were using the chat. Oh, they've somehow placed another cookie on here. So we'll block and remove that again. This isn't loading. Okay, so we're going to have to go to google.com specifically and block the cookies like I did last. Block, remove, block, remove. Then we're going to need to go to accounts.google.com and do that again. Block, remove, block, remove. Still got one cookie on here that they keep playing. Block, remove. Go back to settings and see if they've planted any more cookies now that we've done that. Okay, so even though we just went to google.com and blocked it specifically, they're still somehow overriding that. Go back to Google. Zero in use here. Let's try www.google. If they've still got their criminal cookies on here, we're going to have to just try pushing the block all cookie option because in the prior live stream, this wasn't an issue. Okay. Let's go to youtube.com just to be sure, and we'll block the cookies from there for youtube.com since those keep popping up. Okay. On settings. Okay. So, like I was saying, I wanted to get rid of the chat because the chat appeared to in some way be linked to some of the criminal cookies previously. And I wanted to begin just the way that I had the other one rolling. Because at least that way, I assumed it would continue recording. But I also wanted to open up the control room, which I was being blocked from doing. So looks like I'm not going to be able to disable the chat. Nor can I see the title here or the description. Oh, it's loading without a title or a description. Okay, well, I'll push cancel on that. We'll open up the developer tools and see what we've got going on right now. Okay. For the other live stream, let's do the same thing, even though you should have already seen that. And then I will read that post aloud that I directed you to. This live stream will hold like the other one did. Here's the message. SOS, urgent Bolo officer safety alert. Mystic Gwen, aka Lynette Hansen, Everett Police Department plans my murder July 1st, today. Live streaming all forensic evidence of their crimes now. Urgent Bolo officer safety alert. Mystic Gwen, aka Lynette Hansen at 2120 Highland Ave, number 105, Everett, Washington, reports Everett Police Department, Unit 207 will cut her internet on July 1st, 2025 to facilitate her murder staged as suicide. This is the final felony reported to the FBI in 2017 and in tort claim number 10500594 that has not yet been executed by this group. On June 30th, Everett Police Department dispatched multiple individuals to my location for surveillance and intimidation. The subject has been illegally detained for over 300 days, with all communication channels blocked by Everett Police Department using advanced cyber tactics, including man-in-the-middle, kernel access, and fraudulent credentials across her devices. With all communication lines to the FBI and Sheriff's Office severed, she will pull the fire alarm on the morning of July 1st to request fire department personnel to contact your office directly before the planned homicide. Full forensic details of Everett Police Department's network intrusion are documented. This group is considered armed, dangerous, and has nothing to lose. YouTube live stream description, title, Urgent SOS, Everett Police Department plans my murder July 1st, hacking evidence inside. This is Mystic Gwen. Description, I declare under penalty of perjury that all of the following is true and correct. My name is Mystic Gwen, also known as Lynette Renee Hansen. I am being illegally detained at my home of 13 years, 2120 Highland Ave, Unit 105, Everett, Washington, 98201, by a domestic terrorist cell operating within the Everett Police Department. For over 300 days, they have used the condo above me, Unit 207, as a base of operations. The immediate threat, Everett Police Department, Unit 207, is planning to criminally cut my internet off on the afternoon of July 1st, 2025. Note, that is today, FYI. It's 2:47 a.m., July 1st. This is the one and only felony reported to the FBI in 2017 and detailed in my August 14th, 2024 tort claim case number 10500594 that they have not yet made actionable. They will then break into my home to murder me via a gunshot to the head and stage it as a suicide. This will be done without video or audio evidence using tactics they have been practicing. On June 30th, 2025, they sent a female federal felon to my window, followed by the same long-haired man from last week who was peering into my home, and a third man with a shaved head. They are actively trying to terminate this live stream before Everett Police Department can execute their plan. Background and evidence. This is the culmination of years-long aggravated criminal conspiracy. Everett Police Department and their named co-conspirators, the Owens, Richard Garcia, Anne-Marie Bauer, Jared Irving, et al., have systematically committed over 250 felonies I reported, including kidnapping, unlawful entry, fraud, and witness tampering against an FBI informant. Me. They have total control of my devices, network, and accounts using man-in-the-middle, Cisco, chip, kernel root access, and fraudulent Google credentials and security keys that cannot be removed. They have intercepted 911 calls, blocked food delivery, and are attempting to starve my cat and me. Forensic data from their current hacking activity, the HP Chromebook. The following data is evidence of their active intrusion and control aimed at blocking this broadcast and facilitating their crimes. Active scripts. SW.js script number 53 is constantly running to install software even when they manually stopped. Cache storage, 78.6 KB used exclusively in cache under www.youtube.com. The cache contains YouTube icons and YouTube app shell with responses listed as cores. Local storage, www.youtube.com. Key, next rotation attempt TS and value 1751218857107. 13 HTTPS ://TPC period Google syndication period com entries. Multiple YouTube player keys with data showing rotation attempts and device IDs such as A57E3377-6F3E-4ADB-AA37 ... Session storage, 19 key/values, including encrypted strings and YouTube remote session data showing a muted volume and creation timestamps of 175.121.86 ... Cookies, AR_debug, YSC, secure rollout token, APC, NID, GPS, pref, and visitor info live are present under www.youtube.com and reappear instantly after deletion. Index databases, 13 databases, including YTLD, Meta, Persistent Entity Store DB, and Logs Database V2, which are all restored by the upstairs unit when deleted. Call to action. If you are seeing this, you are legally required to pass the information to the FBI Seattle Field Office, seattle.fbi@fbi.gov, tips@fbi.gov, the Snohomish County Sheriff's Office, contact.sheriffs@snoco.org, and the Department of Homeland Security. I, Renee Hansen, give my explicit and unmitigated permission for Google to access my operating system, my accounts, networks, and servers, and to provide any and all of the information to the FBI and Snohomish County Sheriff to stop these individuals and secure my safety. It's now 2:51 a.m. PST, and it looks like they've already effectively terminated these live streams, as we see zeros here. Earlier, they did the same thing by their little task. I was able to get rid of all the cookies. Now there's one, and I haven't been. And it does reflect here that somehow one of the individuals upstairs is still on one of the live streams. Service worker. Shouldn't say that. And they're running that JavaScript on this tab. Live stream. No, I don't. So they must be upstairs playing around with a faux live stream they're running. Or they've got another tab open. Because we've got my post,